G'day folks, welcome to Big V TV.
Oh, I thought you were going to come with something different in silly season.
Silly season.
We all hope we're all
silly
disappointed.
season. Well, we're back.
We are.
We've had a week off. That's about it. We're going right through summer. Silly
a couple
season.
of days, not a week.
Might I make mention too, Raylene and Nate, this is their first show together.
It is.
High five.
Hey,
Oh.
Isn't that nice?
I'll tell you what, we've got some big plans over the summer silly season. Trading places coming up very, very soon.
Yep.
If you've got rumours, if you've got some information for us, get onto the Big V Facebook page.
Absolutely.
Everything's about the Big V Facebook page during silly season.
Yes, it is.
Everything we run, Big V Facebook page.
Yep.
You send it in, we'll talk about it right here, and believe me, no stone will be unturned. No topic is across the outside the boundary. Can we do that? Can we say that?
We can.
Okay,
Disclaimer.
fair enough. Before we go any further, 10 grand finals.
Yep.
7
Yeah.
went into a third game.
Unbelievable.
Incredible.
We had 2 last year that went into a third game.
yeah.
We've gone 7 this year.
Very.
Sitting there Saturday night, just watching the live stats of the results coming in.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, just quietly, you headed up to Orange County for
I
the
sure
D1
did.
men. Did you happen to run into one of our great friends off Big V
Very good friend of the
Facebook
show.
page?
Very
Very
real
good
friend of the show.
Sammy Smythe. How was Sammy?
Sammy picked me up. He drove me to the game.
Nice.
He drove me to the airport.
Nice.
Bestest buds.
Nice. Was there a superhero called the Shadow?
If there was, it's
It was
Sammy.
him. That was him. That was him.
Didn't give away his identity.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, State Youth Champ 2 women.
Yep.
Great series.
Starting from the
What a
bottom.
cracker
I like
of a
it.
series.
Great series. I'll tell you, look,
I'll tip this.
well, we said in the
I
last
didn't.
month, Altona weren't in great form.
Yep.
And Hawthorn have capitalised. Game 2, Altona 51, Hawthorn 48. Game 3, Altona 53 at home, lost to Hawthorn 66. The Magic have got it.
Fantastic effort for Hawthorn. Honestly, I did not tip this one. I thought Altona top of the ladder all season,
Yep.
even though they weren't in the greatest form. I thought with 2 games at home, I thought the title was theirs, to be honest.
Especially considering the rebuild that Hawthorn did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically
absolutely,
an
yeah.
entirely
Came
new
down
team
for
they
one.
put on the floor.
Yeah.
And word has it, Randy Shanklin got up after the game, put his hand up, blamed himself.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, which was
Oh.
interesting.
Poor Randy.
State Youth Champ 2 men, McKinnon 57 defeated Western Port on Saturday 56.
This
Where did
sort
that
of
come
one.
from, young man? These are your boys. Where did it come from?
What do you mean?
Well,
Where did we come from?
They were-
Force of game 3.
they were no chance against
Oh.
Western Port.
Oh well, yeah, that's what you said.
Even heading into the last quarter or so, they were down by double digits.
Yeah.
That's just the
Yeah.
Cougar pride, the Cougar
Well,
heart.
you would have been there.
It's the culture we have down there.
You would have been there supporting them, no doubt.
Oh, I had
Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. Sunday's
Commitments.
game went into a third game. McKinnon 58 went down to Western Port 64.
Great series.
Western Port win the series 2-1. Michael Ozakowski, 2 doubles over the weekend. Very good for McKinnon. He was carrying him on his shoulders.
Yeah, he tapes 4 games heaps, just all down his back.
Who was the MVP of the series? I think it might have been the shot job.
Yeah, Ricky Dan.
Ricky Dan.
absolutely.
Ricky Dan.
But did
why don't we
anyone
listen?
pick that this would have gone to 3 games? Like,
Absolutely.
I think we all
No.
predicted
No.
a sweep on this.
No.
With McKinnon losing a couple of college players
Yeah.
for them to force a game
Yeah.
3, outstanding effort. But look, well done to Western Port
Yeah.
as well. We can't
absolutely.
play that down. That's fantastic for that group of guys to win the titles.
And this was 3rd and 4th.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. The
One or
top
two
2
didn't even
teams.
get there.
Yeah.
Yes. State Youth Champ 1 women. Melbourne 1 down heading into the second
Yeah.
weekend. Got
Storm
both games
home.
home and Storm home. Won by
Yeah.
30 points on Saturday night and 31 on Sunday over Diamond Valley.
Yeah.
Shame for Diamond Valley because they won the first one. Their
Yeah.
spirits were up. I'll tell you what, their spirits got cracked over the head big time
Yeah.
last weekend because Melbourne just ran away with it.
In game 3, they were down early and they actually did make a bit of a comeback and made a game of it for a while.
Well, got it back to what, 20?
No, seriously, they got back to
Oh,
under
okay.
10 and they were doing alright, I think maybe in the second quarter. But
Yeah.
then I think once Melbourne caught fire, their momentum just carried them home and they had been the best team all season and they're an outstanding team.
And who was MVP?
Oh, I think it was Geraldine McCall.
Oh,
Corker.
Corker.
She is a corker.
And it helped, it definitely helped that the youth women didn't have to get in their car, put their L
Yeah.
plates
Yeah.
on, you know, bustle through traffic
It's
at
true.
about
Yeah.
20 kilometres an hour, hold up
Some of
traffic.
them
does help.
aren't even old enough to have L plates.
Oh, well, Izzy B, I don't think she's even got her pen licence in school yet. She got her pen
Neither
licence
is
yet.
Nate, so
Have you seen my writing? It's not great.
State Youth Champ 1 men. Well, we saw the big game on Sunday. It went into Sunday because Saturday night Diamond Valley 57 defeated Melbourne 53.
Heaved it back.
What a series.
Yeah.
Sunday's game, Diamond Valley 47, lowest score of the season. Shooting
Yeah.
percentage lowest of the season. I think it was about
Yeah.
21%. Went down to Melbourne 72. The big story here, and we don't want to harp on it, but we will. Matt Reynolds and also Chris Blickhouse
Yeah.
went 0 of
27.
27. They just
had
picked the worst possible time to have a down game.
Because they've
didn't
both been so outstanding all season.
They
They've
have.
both been incredible.
Look, I reckon any team they've ever played in together, that would never ever have happened
Never.
before.
Not going
Never.
to give Melbourne's D any credit there.
Oh, they were very good. Melbourne were
That's
exceptionally good.
Exactly.
They were.
They
Zoned them pretty hard, and they forced Don Valley into tough shot after tough shot,
Yep.
and then capitalised down the other end on their running game.
And you know, let's not underplay how big a win it was for Melbourne, because Diamond Valley went the whole regular season undefeated.
No, absolutely. They only lost 2 games
Yeah.
for the season. They was
So
against Melbourne in the grand
yeah.
final
Yeah,
series.
so what a top effort for the Tigers.
Sensational.
Got 2 names
But
for you.
both. It's the best talent in the state.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Best junior talent in the state.
Unbelievable.
2 names for a young man, Dane Pinal. There's the first reaction.
Yeah, that's all you got.
Jack Purchase. Fair enough.
No, they were both phenomenal. It was
Oh,
really
great.
Jack Burgess, what a series he had overall. Dane Pinot only had the quiet one
Yep.
in game 2 when they happened
Yep.
to lose. But Jack Burgess, he did a bit of everything.
How good was it? State champ men on Saturday and then this game on Sunday to do the live broadcast.
Yeah.
How good was that?
What a great opportunity.
Great work. Well done.
It's great
well
fun.
done to you two.
Yeah, the commentary
We had a bit of
was
fun.
really
Not
good.
that I got to listen to it live, because obviously we were out at other games, but when I got home and,
Yeah.
you know,
Jacked
1
on.
o'clock in the morning, I'm watching some of the things you
Bit of
guys
fun.
said
Oh,
on
I know.
Saturday night was...
Funny thing is people couldn't see us sinking beers and all that sort of stuff right throughout the game. We don't condone
We
that.
just
by the
got
way.
loose.
The best thing about the
Louder
live
and
stream
louder.
was it allowed all of the people that had like relatives all over the
Oh,
world. You know,
yeah.
absolutely.
You know, Skylar Boland from Champ Men, all his family from
Yeah.
America and friends were jumping on and watching it. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What
I
a
still
great
can't
opportunity.
understand how Arkansas, SAS on the... What wasn't it called? Arkansas.
Yeah, I've always thought that.
Well, what's
I used
the
to
go
think
there?
it was
Hey?
when I was little.
Crazy
Bill
Americans.
Clinton country.
Told you it's silly season. D2 women, Cranbourne went down to Coburg 35 to 40. Quality game of basketball. 35 to 40. Quality 35 to 40.
Yep.
What's going on with that?
Well, as you know, Div 2 women is my division, and I was there. Wow.
All I'm going to say is one of our segments on silly season each week
Yep.
is called Googs Me Up, right? Googs Me Up. Of course, it's for our great friend.
Rebecca Guglielmino, the Elfin Guard, one of our favourites.
So Googs
It's
Me Up.
Rebecca Guglielmino.
So Googs Me Up is coming up very, very shortly. We have uncovered a genuine star of the game in Googs Me Up this week, and there's a chance could get a game in D2 women next season.
Come on, be nice.
Oh,
There's
Come
a
on,
chance,
be
there's a
nice.
chance.
Come on. No.
I reckon they could start. I reckon they could decent shot at
We're doing
starting.
the notes, we're doing the production notes before the show, and they're going, "Oh yeah, say that, say
No,
that." So we turn around and
rubbish.
say it, and we get laughed at. We get
You know, I'm
shouted
going to
down.
stick up for the both teams here.
Yeah.
They've still had their 2 trainings
Great
every
support.
week. They've still rocked up for 6 months. They've still done a pre-season.
Absolutely.
And for those 2
Yeah.
teams to make the grand
Yeah.
final,
It's
good on them. And I
Yeah.
think you 2 guys aren't doing
Yeah.
enough.
It was defensive.
For you
That's
two to
right.
throw us under
We
a
didn't
bus
want
like that, that's classy. We'll just remember that right throughout the silly season. We've just been thrown under a
A
bus.
long memory, long-term memory.
No, you
D2,
don't.
No.
one
You gotta
person,
remember.
well, one person who won't want a long-term memory is Nathan Vogt. D2 men. Keezy went home with a 1-0 lead. They lost both to Craigieburn. The vagabond, the busker, the window washer, the rubbish collector, the paint the lines in the car park man. He dominated. Eric
He
Play.
ripped it up. You were there.
I
You
was
saw
there.
him single-handedly
Got
tear
over-
him
Tell us
apart.
all
Got
about it.
over there Sunday. I tell you what, he is probably one of the most unorthodox players I've seen in Big V. He just controlled the floor, ripped the game apart. At one point, he's full on commanding his team, set me a pick here.
Yeah.
Straight off, bang down.
Oh,
Like,
he's a
straight off, bang
sensational
The
down.
guy is so good. At half time, he's handing out Salvation Army dinners to the crowd at half time. Just bringing all the people in off the street,
Yeah,
looking
he's
after them. He's a
Big
gun.
crowd.
Yeah, very
The
good.
Craigieburn. Wow, their supporters are quite something else.
How did Keezy react to losing 2 games? By the way, they went down 55 to 60 and then 68 to 85. How did Keezy down at Bond Beach, the home of Keysborough, Bond Beach, the home of Keysborough, how did they respond to that? Did you actually see the game with the lights working? Or?
Fortunately, there are skylights.
Right.
It was a sunny
It's
day
an
down by the
afternoon
beach.
day, so it was fine.
Was it-
I've spoken to Bodie. He's pretty cut up.
Oh, he would, yeah, he'd be
His team
shattered.
took it hard. He's got a couple
Yeah.
of retirements coming out of that group, and
Himself or no?
look,
Has their job been
that's
advertised?
another segment.
Trading places coming up. Trading
No, I
places.
think,
Stick with
I
us.
think he's sticking around, and
Yeah.
he should. He's
Good. He's very,
yeah,
very good.
He's good.
Yeah, we love Bodie.
Good for
D1 women. D1 women. Warrnambool. At home, 63-57 over Craigieburn. We said Craigieburn had to win game 1 to have any chance. Close game Saturday night, 63-57. When I saw this result Saturday night, I turned to this man, I said it's going to be a blowout tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you just knew it. Warrnambool
I nodded.
62 defeated Craigieburn 39. Craigieburn, lowest score of the season,
Yeah.
shot at 19%, I think.
It's Neil Canwell held
You know, when you
the first time this season.
game 3 though, you know, you've given it everything you've got.
Yeah.
And Warrnambool were the standout team after you wrote them off.
Yeah.
From that point on, they
Very
just
good point.
dominated.
Bring up my
That's
Very good point.
All right. But from that point, they really just dominated the division. And I think Craigieburn played above themselves to
Yep.
get that game 1. Quality team though, Craigieburn.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I think
No, I
they,
agree with that.
and to have gotten that close in game 2 but just fallen short, how do you pick yourself up the next day?
Nothing left in the tank.
No.
How did FIT go? Misfit. You know, how'd you go?
The KK.
Very fit.
Relatively quiet on Sunday.
Yeah, very good on Saturday night.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
She's
though.
pretty fit.
Well,
she's
she is.
different or-
We've got some Warrnambool news coming up.
He's up.
Trading places.
Yeah, we'll trade
Trading places.
That.
We've got
I
some
always
news
comment.
coming up. We
always
should
comment.
just mention the Mermaids back-to-back championships.
Mm.
2 different coaches.
Yeah.
2 different coaches back-to-back. They weren't the only team to do that this season.
3 grand final appearances in 3
Very,
years.
very good. Stay tuned. D1 men. Well,
Dominated
we don't
D1
even want to say anything. Who? Warrnambool? Yeah, absolutely. We don't want to say anything else. We want to pass it over to the bloke that went to Orange County. He went through
He took
Plum
the trip,
County
yeah.
on the way to Orange County. Apparently, the hottest topic in Mildura at the moment is plums. Everyone's talking about plums in Mildura. Is that true or false?
I seriously, not only in the stadium, but
We
walking
started.
down the main street of Mildura, had people just randomly start talking to me about you and your bloody plum. It's not an
Maybe just go,
exaggeration.
take us to a conversation like someone just goes, oh,
Get your
hi,
plums
Nate,
out,
or
or-
do they say, hey,
And then it
you're
was
that
like,
big
oh, the plums!
It's the imagery of Justin Plum.
Mildura
He has a
Saturday.
tree in the back.
Mildura Saturday 74 went down to Geelong 91. Apparently, Brett Goodgame had a great game in a big game and was a very popular part of the game.
Yeah, look, he's the type of player that he just gets under everyone's skin.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Haven't noticed.
But he's
Never, ever noticed
sensational.
that.
Like, he just was the sort of the person that got Geelong going on Saturday night, and there was such a huge crowd in Mildura. Like,
Yeah.
I got to the stadium about an hour and a half early, and it was standing room only already. It was crazy, and I think everyone rocked up thinking Mildura, me included, were going to pretty much wipe the floor with Geelong in game 2.
Yeah.
Geelong was sensational.
Fantastic.
They honestly, Shane Bowe did an incredible job for them to take that win and take it so easily in game 2. Coming into game 3 on Sunday, I thought they were a real chance.
Well, they were a real chance. They did go down 80 to 65 on the Sunday, but one man absolutely torched this game in the first half. Ended up with 35. How many did he have in the first half?
25. Matt Hardiman
25.
from Geelong. Unbelievable. And you know what? He couldn't
Torture.
miss. He just couldn't miss. So it wasn't that the D was bad. Mildura were playing good D on him.
I'll rate him.
Yeah, a couple
Very
of
good
times
player.
he hit 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in
Yeah.
the first half, and he just hit them from everywhere. And it was 39 all at half time, and
Yeah.
he single-handedly kept Geelong in the game as long as he did.
25 of 39 at half time.
Doesn't that say something about the
Can
team
shoot.
chemistry though? Like he's obviously has the hot hand.
Yeah.
And his teammates
Oh,
have
get
got
it
him
to
the ball.
him. Get it to him.
That's-
Get it to him. Yeah.
Geelong are a
quality
really
coaching
good
quality
overall
team.
team. They really impressed me. I know they didn't win the series, and Mildura were fantastic, but I come away with a lot of respect for
I
Geelong.
reckon we might see some very interesting recruiting coming up for Geelong too in the off season.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, watch this space.
Yep.
We'll have it on trading places right throughout the silly season, so stick with us.
Sounds like you've heard something.
May have heard something.
Okay.
Can't confirm it at the moment.
Okay.
State champ women. Melbourne 54 went down to Eltham 61. So Eltham get it done in 2. No
Back to
Holly
back.
Florence in this game.
Yep.
No Caitlin Cunningham in this game. There's no doubt in my mind, and I'll be prepared to say it because I know someone else won't say it.
Oh,
There is no doubt in my mind that after game 1, Caitlin Cunningham, the role that she played in game 1, I reckon she's gone, stick it up your jumper, I'm out of here, see you later.
We don't know though.
I'm just saying it's my
Yeah.
opinion.
Could have
That's
been the
all.
other way around.
Yeah,
Could have been the team said,
Could have
you know
been.
what, that's what you're going to put in for
See you
us."
later.
Yeah.
Could have been.
absolutely.
But all I'm saying is things definitely haven't ended well between.
safe to say we won't
Fair
see
assumption.
double C in 2030.
Oh, I don't think we'll see
the
Caitlin
Tigers.
Cunningham playing for the
Yeah.
Tigers. Having said that, Sam Woosnam for Eltham.
Go.
Yeah.
Mate, what a story. She was quiet in the semi-finals, has come out in the grand final series, and has been a superstar.
Mm.
Very good.
Which is a good player. It's what
Yeah.
WNBL level experience. Yeah.
And here's the other team, by the way, back-to-back championships,
Mm.
and 2 different coaches, Greg Jeffers and Joe Cicero.
Yeah.
Great effort.
Great effort.
Really great effort.
I thought that,
Yeah.
well, after they got game 1, I thought they were going to win it in 2, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah,
Like,
and
Melbourne
they
were
did.
pretty depleted through illness last week as well. I think they had about 5 players who
Struck down.
pretty much got out of bed to play the game.
Apparently they had dinner on Thursday night down Eltham somewhere and weren't feeling too good. State champ men, Ringwood 86 defeated Eltham 78. We saw this game obviously. The Hawks get it 2-0, their first championship since 1999.
Not just the Hawks get it. Kenny, you got
Great
the
job,
job
Kenny.
done.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, well done. Hey, look, Matty Snowball, very good. Skylar Boland, Adrian Sturt. Mate, Old Willie was just swinging through the breeze and he was very, very good, wasn't he?
If you listen to the live stream,
You need to listen to the commentary.
yeah, you'll you'll be as appalled as I was.
I just couldn't understand how Eltham didn't pick up the fact that Old Willie was just bending to the left every time.
Yeah, well, he'd go right and then it just comes back to the
Just
left.
bend back to the
Bends
left.
Just his natural game.
Yeah.
Hey, forget about bending like Beckham, it was bending like Willie.
And Willie's got a lot of game, I'll tell you what.
Very, hey, will there be any retirements for the Hawks? Luke Egan, Mark Whitehead, Willie Warren.
Oh, Willie's been talking about it for a little while.
Yeah.
I reckon they'll go around again.
Kenny Harrington.
They've got a taste for it now. I reckon they want to defend their title.
Well, they lose Adrian
Kenny's
Sturt.
walking around.
Oh, I think Kenny will go again.
I reckon they all.
I think
I reckon
they'll
they'll
go
defend
again.
their title.
Adrian Sturt, by the way, gone to England. Of course, he got married during the season.
Yeah, he's played in the
Exactly.
BDL before. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
He was very good, wasn't
What
he?
about-
17 straight wins through to win the
incredible.
title. That's
I think
fantastic.
the dagger was Snowy's 3 from the
Oh,
top of the arc. About
ugly
a
shot.
metre and a half back. It was flat as anything, and the crowd's just gone absolutely
Yeah.
I think you
crazy.
hogged the call on that one too.
Oh, it was very good. And I'll tell you what.
And you're like, Snowball!
And by the way, speaking of daggers
Yeah.
and Snowball, he has
yeah.
given the refs a couple of the best daggers you will ever want to see in a game. Wasn't it? It was very good.
Can you get a tech foul for a look?
It was
It's
frightening.
inside.
It was frightening. At one stage in the game, in order to cool down, he actually went down and talked to the wall.
He did.
Came back and got a tech foul.
On the topic of refs though,
Yeah.
I reckon they did a sensational
Yeah.
job.
I
Every
agree.
game I saw
The refs
throughout
in
the final
Mildura,
series.
both games, fantastic.
Yeah.
And it was a
Same
pretty,
as
it was a pretty
well.
testy game. You know,
Yeah.
both teams pretty strong rivals, but they kept it under control. They did a really good job.
Yeah,
absolutely.
really impressed.
So there's the wrap up.
That's
there
it.
we go.
What a
Yes.
season.
It was
Oh,
good.
It was
Well
a
done.
sensational season.
Golf Club,
Yeah.
congratulations to everyone. Now, silly season, Big VTV silly season is all about having a bit of fun. So we've got a couple of segments. Now, all I want is anyone out, if you want to add to these segments,
Or
feel
if you
free
don't, that's okay
at
too.
any time. All you got to
And
do.
otherwise he comes up with them. So.
That's it.
Yeah.
Very
Help.
scary. Very scary. Just go to the Big V Facebook page and list it down, and we'll bring it up on the show.
You can get on the Big V website and jump on the Facebook
Yeah.
logo to like the page.
So we're gonna.
Yeah, and didn't you say that if we get to 1,500 likes, you were going to shave him off?
You know what? You are 100% incorrect. I've never said that.
Okay.
Well done. Nice try.
I think you should.
So our first segment is perfect match for the silly season. Perfect match. Now this is how it works.
Yep.
We take one player and add it to another player, or one person and add it to. We get a perfect match, and this is what we come up with. So imagine what we would get. Just bear with me here. Work with me. Imagine what we would get if we
I'm a little
teamed.
bit scared.
Yeah,
we all
this could be going anywhere.
Imagine what we would get if we teamed up Jamal Brown from Hume City with Julia Tan from Sherbrooke. This is what you'd get.
You mean names wise, don't you?
Julia Brown Tan. Very, very good. Very good. Imagine if we teamed up Skylar Boland from Ringwood
Yeah.
with Holly Green from Warrnambool. What would we get?
I reckon you might just get Holly Bowling Green.
Very good. I hope you're with me now. I hope you're on the same page.
Okay, we're there.
The first one was rubbish.
So the last perfect match for this week, remember, send them in, Big V Facebook page, just have a look.
We're going to judge you on the back of this one.
There we go. Jared Fryer from Melbourne
Yeah.
just happens to team up with Renee Tuck from Warrnambool, which would give us Renee Fryer Tuck.
Oh.
Very good.
Wow.
Very good. You like that?
Yeah, it's not bad.
You like that?
Nice.
Not bad.
Okay, anyway, just send them in. Trading places, here we go. Seriously, trading places right throughout the silly season. Who's coming, who's going, what jobs are up for grabs, what have we heard, what whispers, what rumours, you send them in, we'll talk about them.
Yep.
Let's start off, Nathan, with coaching adverts.
And
who do we know is looking for coaches?
A couple of days after the season, the coaching ads are coming through thick
Straight
and
away.
fast on the
Yeah.
Big V website.
Straight away, what have we got?
First of all, the senior men and women's jobs at Coburg are both up for grabs.
Ooh.
Okay.
So,
Wonder- A lot of them it's standard practice, isn't it?
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
just advertise it.
Yeah.
Just-
I don't get
Carl's
that.
just come off a title.
Yeah.
I don't get
There's
that.
no way you'd get rid of him. Is
No.
there?
Why do clubs?
Crazy too.
Why do clubs
You
do
feel
that?
strongly about
I
this,
do.
don't you?
I think that if you know you're happy with your coach,
Yeah.
don't advertise. If
What
it
happens if Jan Sterling walked in for the Coburg
Nah.
D2 women's job? Would you say no?
if you're
Or the
happy,
Warrandyte Division 1 women's job.
if you're
I'm sure the general manager of Warrandyte would say, well, you know what?
if you're happy with your coach, just re-sign him. Get
Yeah.
it done.
I don't mind the policy.
Oh,
I
it's a
get
crap
that.
policy.
No, but
Oh, you're upset.
we've got clubs run by volunteers. You've got to
Yeah.
have some framework that supports the volunteers.
But is it
in
a
running
slap in
club.
the face to the... Imagine
No,
if
I
Ringwood
think
came
it
out
is.
and advertised the state champ men's position right now.
But I think they'd be aware and have the understanding
Oh,
when they
come on.
first
Yeah,
become
exactly.
coach that this is going to be practice
That's
each
standard
year.
practice.
And
They
they
have to
say,
reapply
yes.
for your job?
Nah,
You
just
just
give it to
don't
myself.
So, Justin, would you like to coach the team?
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
You
Thanks.
twisted my arm.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with it. But anyway, that's just my
The
opinion.
next one, the 3 Mornington jobs.
Ooh. Well,
Well,
they
they
re-signed
said-
there. They re-signed their...
Ross Charles.
Wow.
I thought he
Controversial.
re-signed. Didn't
That's
he
what I
re-sign?
heard. It wasn't on the
That's
Big
what
Ben
he said.
website.
Oh, I think Mornington made a couple of errors.
I think it's a little far for Ross to go every week. From
Well, he did it for the whole
Mornington.
season.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
it's a
know,
big trip.
I think Ross may not be coaching there next
Too long of a
season.
trip.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think that what might be we have been alluding to for
Oh, since about round
what's
two.
the date? 28th of
So
August.
all 3
Yeah.
jobs up for
12,
grabs
yeah.
then? Okay, fair enough.
Someone new at the beach.
We can even top that. All 4 jobs at Sunbury.
Ooh, the Jets.
Yeah.
Bringing in a couple of new F18s by the sounds of it.
By the sounds of it, definitely.
Okay.
So, and look,
They may reappoint.
they may reappoint, but they haven't had a lot of success.
No
That's
team
true.
finals.
Yeah.
You know, if there is a club
Yeah.
that maybe needs a bit of a coaching
Sunbury Jets.
shake-up.
Well, who would you send out there? Give us the name of a coach you'd love to put out there in Sunbury just to revitalise.
I think we
the
just
program.
mentioned him.
Who?
Ross Charles.
What, Charles going to Sunbury.
Well, I think there's a connection there.
Well, they've got some good kids coming through. He's a good developer of
He
new
is. He's
talent.
proven at that
Wow.
level.
Can I
absolutely.
can I
I'm
just-
sorry if the shoe fits.
I just
Yeah.
want to put this
Wouldn't
out
take it
there.
further to
Mind
drive
you,
to Mornington.
Mornington was
Yeah.
too far to drive, but Sunbury's close. Hey, listen,
Especially big traffic.
can we just put this out there on our very first silly season show?
Yeah.
It's going half an hour. by the
Please,
way.
please do not hold anything that we say
Oh, yeah.
against us.
Oh,
We've got to just put that out there.
We've got to get the tickets.
Well, we do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't offended,
We'll bring
you
it
take
next
your
week.
ticket. Yeah, we'll get
Next.
you. Who else? Yeah.
Whittlesea State Youth Championship women, which was a little bit surprising. They had John Howell come in to the team this season, and you know at the start of the season, I know that he wanted the team to play in State Youth Championship 1 women.
Yep.
They missed the finals in Youth
2
women, so obviously
I think we graded
that's
pretty
only worked
well.
out.
Mhm.
I just don't think it has worked out. But look, Whittlesea have some good young girls coming through. So for a coach that is interested in developing and stuff,
Yeah.
that would be a good team to take hold of, I think.
I think so
Yeah,
too.
All right, what else?
absolutely. The 4 jobs at Keilor.
Ooh, all up for grabs. All up for grabs. Okay,
I
fair
think
enough.
Steve Toy, if he wanted the job, would have to be a Monty, wouldn't he? I think he's done okay. They
Yeah.
won in Div 2. I
Yeah.
think they've been competitive in Div 1.
Been there for a while. Might be time for a change.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Bit of play movement too.
Southern Peninsula.
Sorry, what was that?
Bit of play movement too, I think.
Where at?
The kibble.
Well, what do you got for us?
Oh, why are you asking me?
What have you got for us?
Yeah, what have you got for us?
Go on, come
We'll
on.
get there. Sorry, just saying.
New subject.
Unbelievable, isn't he? Just a little whisper in the ear.
Southern Peninsula Sharks, their women's job and their youth men's job.
Ooh.
Expressions.
Okay.
Murray Holmes not coaching? Or just,
I know.
he might reapply?
Murray struggled fitting it in around his other commitments. I know
Yeah.
that this season.
He's a busy
so,
guy, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
He's a politician, isn't
I
he?
like
He's a
him.
politician.
No, he's a good guy.
I'm joking, but anyway, go on.
The 3 jobs at Werribee.
Oh, now Werribee is a place where I think we could see some change. Certainly not in the D1 men.
If Paul Jones wanted
Wow.
that job, you'd be doing everything.
And that's
you
what I'm
can to
talking
take it.
about. Why wouldn't they have re-signed him 4 weeks ago? Don't worry about this policy. Re-sign him.
I'm for
And you know what, the young guys in that team love playing for him
Yeah.
as well. So I reckon he'll be there. I think the one
Yeah.
that's probably going to change is Brown Lowry.
Yeah.
D1, D2 women.
Yeah,
D2 women.
they've had a couple of seasons down towards.
Who's going to
bottom
take the
of
job?
No
Okay,
idea.
we haven't heard that. All right, go on.
Haven't we?
What else you got?
The Western Port's 3 jobs as well.
All up for grabs, including their state youth champ men.
Who just won the title? Again, I reckon this is going to be one of those
But
situations
Bet
where.
Santa.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, I think if he wants the job, it's going to be his.
Merry Christmas.
What about Janine Davies? She's been there a while now and had
Yes.
some success.
Yeah.
Not as much this year. They did have a few injuries.
Not surprised after this season.
Yeah, so.
Probably
All
be
right.
better for both parties.
Yep.
Maybe.
Who
Well,
else?
look, the 3 big ones now. Camberwell Div 1 men, obviously.
Oh, big job.
Yeah,
Not
Christopher.
obviously, I would think if Chris Anstey wanted the job, they wouldn't have even advertised.
Prerequisite.
Yeah.
With his Tigers NBL gig.
Prerequisite, you got to be 7 foot, and you've got to be able to get 20 and 10 in 10 minutes every week. That's the prerequisite.
Narrows it down a bit, doesn't it?
Narrows it down big time. So Andrew Bogut's joining Campbell next week.
It's been the only one, I
I
reckon.
think there's going to be a few changes to
Yep.
that team.
Yep.
You know, like if Chris isn't involved,
Yep.
will the team stay there? You know, will he send some of the Melbourne Tigers bench players back down to Camberwell?
Yep.
You know, I think it's going to be a really interesting
Will there be
season for the
connection?
Dragons.
And there's a couple of other.
See where they
As a club,
where
yeah.
they pitched that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they've come from Div 3 through Div 2
Yeah.
up to Div 1 in
Yeah.
the conference this year.
Finished
Is
top
that
of the conference.
Well, that's true, but with the movement that we're anticipating that we'll see
Yeah.
in the off season, is Div 1 the best fit for them?
Ooh.
I'm just
I think
Throwing it
if
out
you
there.
finish
Asking
top
the
of the
question.
conference, even if they can keep 5 or 6 of the
Yeah.
players, you would
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
at least have to go around again.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows if they are
Yeah.
going to keep that.
That's
That's
right.
what Trading
Yeah.
Places is all about during the
Yeah.
silly season. We're just throwing stuff out there.
That's right.
There's a couple of other big
Okay, the two
champ
big
men's
ones.
jobs.
First of all, Warren Escort announced he's not coaching the Sherbrooke State Championship
yeah,
men.
really
Yeah.
surprised about that.
Yeah,
Will Sherbrooke
feels
stay-
like he's been there. a
Will
while.
Sherbrooke
Yeah.
stay in state champ men?
Yeah.
I don't know. My gut probably tells me no.
I hope they do. I mean, they made finals last year. Let's not forget that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're in the
yeah.
finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of good kids coming through.
Mm-hmm.
There, I think they lose a couple of guys from their youth program due to
Yeah, age,
Yeah,
yeah.
they do.
Are they ready now to take the jump to state
Oh,
champ?
we're going to find out.
Possibly not.
We're going to find out.
So
So, Sherbrooke up for grabs and
Waverley.
Waverley.
Yeah.
What about Escort to Waverley?
oh,
Chance?
Maybe.
I'm not saying I've heard
They've had a pretty big rivalry the last few seasons.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny if he rocked up
Wow.
in Waverley colours. Really.
Wow. Okay, other rumours. Here we go. So, plenty of coaching jobs up for
Can I
grabs.
just say, if I was a coach, wouldn't you want the Waverley job?
wouldn't you though?
Like seriously, they're I'll just bring an NBL player.
They've got a pretty
player
good coach
here.
there at the moment.
They're-
They've got a very good coach there at the moment.
M.
Well, he was very unlucky not to get Coach of the Month in.
I reckon he was ripped
was-
off.
Shafted.
Shafted
Absolutely.
big time.
Okay, here's some other rumours doing the rounds. Russell Permenta.
Yep.
We
Yep.
mentioned on the show a few weeks ago. He
Yeah.
fell up in Melbourne.
Buckets of plenty.
I reckon he's coming to the Wildcats. I reckon he'll be playing at
Oh.
Eltham
Well,
next
we
season.
saw
We
him.
saw him in
Game
grand final
one,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. I reckon he'll be playing for Eltham next season.
I'd love to see him
Yeah.
playing state champ. I reckon
There you
he'd
go.
do-
I think
his
he's-
game
Yeah.
would just translate
Yeah.
perfectly.
Absolutely.
Speaking of perfect match, right? Getting back to perfect matches, what do you reckon the end result would be if we morphed Russell Permenta with Kenny Harrington? It'd be very
Pretty
good.
hot, wouldn't it?
You'd get a pudgy
Oh,
little
wow.
guy with long hair, wouldn't you?
I want to see that picture.
It'd be
So
very
we
good.
With that rumour though, you've got to look at the consequence of that. What does that do to the Latrobe City Divine men's team? Because they just missed
Yeah.
finals with him dominating. I think that
Yeah.
puts them
Well,
in a really tough position as
Just
well.
missed is an understatement, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the
they
unluckiest
second to
team.
fifth in the
Yeah.
last
My
round. Thanks to these
sources,
guys.
my sources
Who then just didn't even
confirm
do anything with it. No.
Trigar not at Eltham next
I thought you
season.
were going to say Tregar.
No,
Latrobe.
Tregar.
Well, he's
not
at
Eltham next
Cairns now in the
Yeah.
NBL,
Yeah.
so
It's very
he
hard
might
this
play
season.
Bobble up in
Exactly,
the off season,
yeah.
yeah. And that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Other news in Trading Places this week, we have heard, or we've had it reported in the media, Katie O'Keefe, very
Yeah.
fit.
Me
And,
too, Ned.
and also Kate Sewell, absolute board banger, both retired.
Yeah.
she bangs the boards.
She does.
She does.
Mate, she took 40 rebounds last weekend. Both retired. True or false?
True, that's what.
Warrnable
According to the Warrnable
Are
standard.
they going to make comebacks next February?
I don't
Okay.
think they are.
Done.
I reckon they're done.
They seem to retire every year.
No, we've never had an announcement in
Yeah.
the paper before.
Yeah,
We
it's
had
innuendo.
rumour.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
also reported Darcy Saunders not playing there next season.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I've
then
heard
there'll
that
be a
too.
rebuilding phase for that team.
Is she
What-
playing that other rubbish sport? That
I don't know.
I think, can I just
A
if,
girly sport.
if they would have kept that team together, I think they would have had to have been a lofty championship.
Oh, absolutely.
But if all those players are retired,
Yeah,
and
things
stuff,
change.
you can't really
Things
expect them
change.
to go up.
Eric Minerve, Waverley, champ men this season. Big story during the season.
Yeah, huge
Axe
story.
walked out, whatever.
Yep.
Mike Bullock said he's a 95% chance to coach at Waverley next season.
Yep.
He was right.
it's 100.
It's 100%. In
Locked
fact,
in.
he'll be doing the youth men.
It's official. It's on
Done.
the website now.
Done.
It went up
Good
today.
fit.
Been-
Yeah, I reckon that's a great fit.
Yeah.
I reckon that's really,
Well, he's
really
coached
good.
juniors for a long
Yeah.
time, and I think he gets along well with all the boys. So yeah, I think that's perfect.
Develop the next generation because
Absolutely.
Waverley have got prize for developing talent. haven't
Oh,
they?
absolutely.
In fear of silly season, episode 1, running 7 days straight. Is there anything else for Trading Places this week? Anything else?
Well, I hope
Anyone
not,
got
because it's
anything
going to be a
else?
45-minute
Where are you
show.
Is there any
next
other
year?
news?
Where are you playing next year?
Yeah, Cal.
Where did he play this year?
It's week one. It's
Where did
week
he
one,
play?
guys. I
Did he
think
play this season?
just to wait for the decision. It's called.
That's
ESPN
you're not
running.
LeBron.
We'll have a whole show for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
ESPN are running a little.
I'm
By the way, now that we move out of trading places, don't forget if you've got rumours, whispers, trading places, whatever,
Yeah.
get on the
Facebook,
Facebook page. We will make sure we bring it out next week. Let's get into your segment for the week, mate. The old Google.
Oh well, let's This is. I like this one.
The old Googs
It's
me
good. I
up.
think it's, yeah. We're gonna Goog it up.
Get on the Google.
Googs me up.
Get on the
Rebecca
Google.
Googly Almino it up.
Have you asked her permission to use her name in this segment?
No.
Okay.
When she registered, she reserves the right for us to use her name. Use her in all media and marketing promotions. So, Rebecca Googly. So make sure. Rebecca Googly Almino, slam dunk dog. Now,
Just get into
go on
Google
there.
and put it in there.
Just watch it
Slam
now,
dunk.
and it's pretty good.
Yeah, let's have
So this is the same dog that you two clowns said should be into
Oh,
season.
now hang on a second.
Rewind, because that's what
That's
you're supposed
exactly
We've
what
been
you
thrown
said.
under a bus. For the first time this
Some
season,
broken
we
limbs
have
with this
officially
bus.
been thrown under a bus.
to say. Well, you both said it. What did you say?
I
You
don't
two
know
said
that
it.
we said it.
Rewind the show.
I think we
Watch it.
alluded to
I think we
it.
alluded
I'm pretty
to it.
sure you absolutely
I
said
think
it.
we alluded to it based on the two outside people here saying, hey, say this on the show, it'd be really funny.
We're like, okay.
That is crap.
Now, we're also a show about wisdom.
Absolutely.
We want some wisdom on the show every week. So we're going to turn at the end to the great man above.
Wow.
Alright? The great man above is going to give us some wisdom every week. But before we hear from the great man above, let's head over to Nate, because I reckon you might have teed something up for us. Something to do with the box.
Well, let's head over
What
there.
time of the show is it? What time is it?
He's got to say it. Wait, it's got to go.
Oh, okay.
Hey Nate, what? where are we going now?
As you can tell, this is
We're
completely
going over
unscripted.
to Bethany to find out what's in the box.
Thanks, Nate. I'm glad you asked. This week in the box, we've spoken all season about Mildura and their oranges, but did you know that Mildura region also produces the following percentages of Australia's grapes? 95% of dried vine fruit, 69% of table grapes, and 20% of wine grape harvest. Back to you guys.
You dickhead. It wasn't supposed to be like that. It was supposed to be where we're going, and then the audio goes over the
I thought
top.
it was, what time is it?
By the way,
Go, Joe.
camera's still going.
Yeah.
Thanks, Beth. That was great, mate. Well done. Very, very good. Well, we've been talking about Mildura's Orange County all season.
And the plums.
And now we're a little bit wiser. Hey, great. It's great territory up there. I didn't know that.
Good wine.
Great territory.
You
Unbelievable.
went for a bit of a walk, didn't you, along the...
We got some orchards.
Along the river?
Is it
It is the
Murray?
yeah.
Oh, this is the Murray.
Geography skills are awesome.
Oh, no.
That's pretty cool as well.
We're clearly without some wisdom.
Wow.
It's an Emerald Island, Cuba, too.
Speaking of wisdom, we've got to get out of here. Silly Season Big B TV, show number 1 down. Join us again next week. And as we depart this week, and as we depart every week, from the great man above, some words of wisdom.
Thou who returns Mad Monday must respect that it does not include Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The great man has spoken.